And welcome to the home away from home, and it's just about two football fields away from the stadium as the NC Fusion and at home for the last time, taking on the Tobacco Road FC. Tobacco Road FC is in all black in the Fusion in white with red shorts, and I am joined by Fusion player Eddie Brigetti, who will be sitting beside me in providing some color commentary. We are underway here at the turf field. There's only 5 matches remaining, 15 points on up for grabs in those 5 points or in those 5 games. Right now, the Fusion just averaging under 2 goals a game, 1.88. And the tiebreaker does go to the Fusion if it comes down to a tie with the Eagles. We're trying to find out what the score of that Eagles match against West Virginia United. They played at 4:30. A lot of fans want to find out who won that one, and we'll try to get that information out to you as soon as possible. The Fusion 5-2-2 with 17 points. After this, it'll be 4 straight road matches at Charlotte Independence, at FCC, and then at West Virginia United, and then back on the road again at Tabacco Road, who is the opponent tonight. As the Fusion dropped a very heartbreaking loss to West Virginia United. Eddie, you were there. How was that? When
Was
you
a
when you when you own the game entirely?
yeah, it was a really tough game because we dominated um, for the most part of the game, and then conceded 2 goals like that is difficult, and we are here now today back ready to compete for this game and hopefully to get a win.
And what's the mind state with this team after that heartbreaking loss? Because, like you said, you did dominate possession as well as shots. I mean, how many touches inside the 18? It was clearly, you guys had the lion's share of everything in that game, minus the score on the scoreboard.
Yeah, this is soccer, no?
Yeah.
So um, it's not always like we want to you. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a tough pill to swallow, but it also can become a healthy pill, to be honest with you, because it's a way to start making a run, and this is how you make your run.
Yeah, those kind of games makes us more angry. So yeah, today, as Chris said to us, we gotta be ready. We gotta enjoy the game and be back.
Leighton gets his start in the back. Eddie, is it hard to watch your team from, I guess, this viewpoint?
Yeah, it's very hard because as every player wants is to help the team on the field. Of course, we try to help the team from the outside, but is not always easy. But yeah, I'm excited today to see my teammates compete in this tough game, and is a different field because we are used to play in the grass, and now we're in the turf, so different condition. But um, yeah, I think we are ready, and our mindset, as you said before, is different after the loss, and um, I'm confident that we can have a great game.
I think you will. The team is very well motivated. I know you have to adjust from natural grass to turf. I mean, there's a little bit of a change as far as the pace, especially adding the wetness, right? So maybe get 2 touches to get your touchback calibrated to this type of, uh, I guess this type of ground, right?
Yeah, different conditions. The weather is different as usual. Now Sean in the box.
Kerrigan down in the box,
Yes.
and there's a point to the spot. How many times have we seen Sean Kerrigan get into the 18, get behind the defender, and as soon as he gets touched, he'll go down? This time, the referee agrees with Kerrigan and the point to the spot, which will put the ball 12 yards away and a chance to give the Fusion a 1-0 lead here with about 4.5.
Oh. Are we good?
For the technical difficulties, but Kerrigan buries the PK to make it 1-0. And we've only played just over 5 minutes in this match against Tabacco Road FC. Kerrigan, who got a touch inside the box, got behind the defender, and then fell down as the referee immediately pointed to the spot, and that gave the Fusion at least 12 yards away from making it 1-0, and Kerrigan made sure that he finished it.
Yeah, Sean, phenomenal player. We have seen him before 3 times during the season, getting the penalty and realizing the penalty. So he's an important player for us, and he's good. It's good to see that we are winning in this moment, and is already a good start of the game.
Yeah, Kerrigan, who is very crafty, once he gets in that box, he is going to look for contact. That's one thing I think if you're going to look at the scouting report on Kerrigan, it's if he does get by, make sure you not try to put any
Exactly.
boot on him or any type of body part because he will go down. And if he sells it right, it will go to be a PK.
Yeah,
And they teach you that too. They teach you that.
really smart player, and it makes the difference during this game, this kind of games. So good for us.
So the battle of the Seans with Sean Kerrigan and Sean Ellis. Sean Ellis, who's in goal. And the victor was Sean Kerrigan, making it 1-0. Sean Ellis, the goalkeeper from Detroit, Michigan. He's 6'3". He gets the start for Tabacco Road. And bear with us, it's a difficult vantage point from where we're standing. We're in the party deck as they had changed venues because of the rain. It's been raining nonstop for 3 days, and it's going to continue. The first day of summer, and it's 60 degrees, and we're in jackets and long pants. But as Coach Williams said, your coach, he said this is great weather for football.
Yeah, no excuses. So especially from him, because since he is English, the weather is more for him. But yeah, as you said, no excuses, and we have to be ready for this game, and we start good.
That was Rush Campbell trying to play it back, and even of a shot that wasn't exactly put with a lot of weight on it. Rush Campbell also had a chance to tie it up. He got at least a touch about 12 yards from the goal line. As O'Gara once again playing that center back position. And now the Fusion once again working from the back. Long ball by Layton to try to get up over the back line, trying to look for Calaria. So 1-0 is where we stand. A goal in about the 5th minute by Sean Kerrigan off of PK. Battling this chilly rain, falling at a bit of a slant and directly into our tent. So all of our nuts have been covered with trash bags that you can see through, as well as some of our electronics that had a little bit of mishap too. It's troubling though because it is water and electricity don't really go well together.
Exactly. very, very important position for our set piece. Now with Teddy put the ball in the box.
Oh, beautiful played ball by Baker as he was able to use the inside of his boot to curl it around. It dropped inside the 18, but unable to finish, but still the Fusion on top 1-0 as Forster comes off his line. Forster, he'll give it a ride into the wind. You can see that spin. Forster usually can give it a good boot, maybe 75 yards, but that one right into the wind, and that came back almost like a boomerang. Clow also playing in that center back position. Is Shea up, nice win on the 50-50 ball. Try to settle in between two attackers for Tabacco Road. And a foul is going to be called on the opponents from Durham. As Sayup will place it. And a quick restart right back to Leighton. Switch will continue over. It looks like, is Clow playing now the outside back position today?
Yeah,
Looks like he is playing that. He usually plays the center back position, so they have moved him to the outside back position.
yeah, he is playing in a neutral position for him, but I think he has the characteristic to play in that position mostly for this game, especially for this game. And as you can see, we are moving the ball from the back, not forcing the ball and try to get an open space in behind the line.
A tough one touch by Kalaria to try to find Kerrigan on that overlap. And now Tabacco Road FC trying to work their way as they lose it in the midfield. Nice play by Casas. And the challenge taken away for a brief moment by Tabacco Road, but ricocheted over to the right side as Santos will watch that one go down the hill. So when you're a team that obviously is very well gelled, but just the one knock against you guys is that final ball finishing, and you know how frustrating that can get. What is some of the ways to try to get that confidence up on finishing? Is it constantly just playing balls right outside the 18 and trying to pepper the net?
Yeah, we had some issues in the last games to finalize. I think that we produced a good play, a good play style of play, but we missed some goals, and I don't know what we missed, but probably we should have shot more and be a little bit more ruthless on the box. But I think we did fine in the past games, and as we can see today, we immediately scored the first goal. So sometimes happens, sometimes doesn't happen, but we have to be positive, and don't lose the confidence in front of the goal.
Well, a big win tonight would really help your confidence out, especially with 5 games remaining on the schedule. As the cross goes through, and that was in search for Clements as he went near post and almost got a foot on it. Forster will meet it and stop the attack and roll it quickly to Baker. Baker continues, thought about going on that right channel to Sayup. And Baker still at using that pocket. Nobody really challenging him.
It seems they are waiting for us, and they are not pressuring us while we are switching the ball from side to side. But we have to keep going like this and find the space like this.
Mm-hmm. Santos inside, and then right back out to the right side looking for Calaria. It's out of bounds, and it'll be a throw in for the home team. As Sayup thought about going to Leighton. This time he'll throw it in to Baker. And once again, there'll be another throw in. This time, again, just a little further down the touchline. In the now the 16th minute, and it's 1-0. Fusion on top with a PK put in by Carrigan. Just the first touch inside the box, and it resulted in a point to the spot. And then Carrigan buried it, what she has grown accustomed to, hitting those PKs.
Yes, he seems a machine, no, in this season. He got a lot of PKs in college as well. So it seems like he's really good at it. But good for us because we are heading this game and we are controlling in this moment the game. We are not, as in this case, we are not rushing and moving the ball side to side.
Indeed, Fusion are going from left to right, with no chance really for any overloads. Just distributing the ball, making use of the width of the pitch. Another big cross or big switch there taken away by Tabacco Road. So desperately try to play the support ball. Over the top ball. Nice touch by Jago, as he was able to kind of pull that down, and then before he got to that pitch, it got away from him. Jago, who is from Accra, Ghana, it was at Dayton last year. Dayton had a huge season in the fall. They were ranked in the top 15, I believe, and fell actually in their conference tournament to St. Louis. But he was the leading scorer for that team at Dayton. Now he's here playing for Tabacco Road. A big diagonal ball that's right outside of the box, and Ellis had to come up and 2 touches to try to clear it. Kerrigan. Clow all the way up close to the final third. Kerrigan lays it off. Clow is going to get into the final third, trying to create room to send across. And it is nudged out of bounds by Tabacco Road. So it'll be a throw-in.
Yeah, we see Chloe now running towards the opposite goal, and is a little bit unusual for him. He's a really, really great defender, strong defender, and he did a great play in this case.
He is definitely getting involved in the attack. As the Fusion trying to move and add another goal. They lead 1-0. As Santos, even with his body carrying towards the left, almost was able to put that on his laces on his left boot and send it past the keeper Ellis.
Really, really great chance here. Enrique is Santos is very quick with his feet, and it could be very, very dangerous.
So Casas keeps it on the ground right in front of the 18, laid it off. Here's a shot, and it's stopped immediately by Ellis. Good sequence of events by the Fusion there, and almost made it 2-0.
Yeah, we have seen very dangerous this season with the set pieces, and as you've seen in this occasion, we have been very dangerous and potential score, and we have been a little bit unfortunate in this case, but uh, set pieces have been a key for us in this season.
Tobacco Road just trying to get some touches taken away by Calaria. As Calaria brings the double team, plays it back to his support. Sayup to Baker, Baker back to Sayup, and Sayup now moves that one into the middle to Varela. Little no look pass back to the support. Baker into the center of the circle. Baker with his head up, tried to go with a probing pass, but continues to slide to the left. As Clow, here's O'Gara. O'Gara trying to look for his options. He's allowed a lot of time in space. Move to the right to Leighton. Leighton continues to the right. One touch by Sayup. Santos looking for the 1-2. Santos gets it, sprays it across as Baker looking for a 1-2. Santos inside the 18, trying to corral it back as a defender comes up to meet him. And the Fusion still in the attacking third. Down goes Kerrigan. He does that so well that he attracts the attention of the referee. There'll be another set piece for the Fusion.
Yeah, we are putting more pressure in um, this period, this part of the game, and yeah, another important set piece for us.
So this is about 15 yards, 20 yards away from the 18. I play the short option, and it's going to be pulled back. And unfortunately, on those two, and you can echo what I'm saying here, Eddie Rigetti, is when you get a play like that, you're going to go the short ball, then a quick one touch, and then they blow it dead. Now you have to change your whole thought
It's
process.
been so great. We tried this in practice, and I don't know what happened. Honestly, very unfortunate because we played so well, and we could have scored from this free kick.
Yeah, so the referee negates at least that attempt drawn up. Let's see what the Fusion come up with now. Is Casas right foot bending and coming high in the air is Ellis to make the grab. Here we are in the 23rd minute, 1-0 Fusion on top. This is the last home game here at Bryant Park, Greensboro, North Carolina. And the Fusion will then head on to the road for the remaining matches. This is the first meeting between these two teams this year. Tabacco Road trying to level this up. Played on the ground. Nobody there. And now the Fusion working from the back to move it to the midfield. Casas. A little bit of pressure. O'Gara. Endo was coming after him. A little bit of a press by this Tabacco Road team. Leighton not being pressured there. Casas stopping on a dime even on this pitch as a unlucky handball not called by Varela. That popped up. His hand was in a natural position. So the referee did not blow the whistle. They kept playing. Almost 24 minutes have gone by. The Fusion leading 1-0 off of a PK by Sean Kerrigan. And that's where the storyline in the scoreline is at this moment.
Yeah, Tobacco has have some good players, but we need to stay compact and united as we did in these 25 minutes, um, and yeah, just play as we are we are doing right now.
Clow, nice touch, was able to settle. Tries to play it up the touchline, but taken away by Tabacco Road. It is last touch by Tabacco Road, so it'll be a throw in as Clow will come over, quickly get it in bounds. Rush Campbell looked up to find a Jago, but cut out by the Fusion. Now they'll try the right side. Is Baker looking for that 1-2 from Sayup. Sayup now plays him, and the flag is up. I believe they're going to call the offside position by Teddy Baker there. May have gotten a little too excited. Was trying to get that pass right back from Sayup and got behind the back line before it was played.
Yeah, it should have been a really dangerous opportunity. Unfortunately, it was offside. But this kind of thing are really dangerous for Tabacco.
Fusion once again getting close to that final third, and that has to be a goal, and it is a goal. Pep Casas absolutely blasted a shot that it looked like Ellis slapped against the post, and then it got into the net. So that makes it 2-0 in favor of the home side.
Yeah, a really great shot from Casas, and the keeper here has not been the best, but we take it, and we are now 2-0.
Sometimes you just have to give it a go, and sometimes you might get a little lucky. In that case, skill and luck work together. As Casas is able to bend that one, a little too difficult for Ellis, probably fighting off the weather as well. And they got it to the back of the net. The wind picks up. The rain also picks up, and the Fusion continuing down to the final third again. Casas trying to lay it off, looking for the return. O'Gara wants it back for his support, and they'll work to Clow on the left side, this time playing an outside back position. As Kerrigan trying to get around the defender.
Yeah, we have a lot of players in this moment in the Tabacco half of the field, and yeah, we are really dangerous in this moment, and it's so fun to watch.
Baker, speaking of fun to watch, is able to pull that one down out of the air and almost made his way close to the 18. Varela. O'Gara. Leighton with that inserted pass. And now the Fusion thought they had some time without the press, and O'Gara got his pocket picked by a Jago. But his teammates immediately came back to rescue him. And the Fusion once again now pounding towards the final third. Here is Kerrigan. Two defenders on him. With his left foot, it's ricocheted off the defender, out of bounds. It'll be another corner kick for NC Fusion. 4 shots for your team, 2 goals.
Yeah, as we can see, 4 shots for us, 0 for them.
Looks like Kerrigan hit the ground there, but they are...
Yeah, probably is a goal kick. But yeah, we are in control of the game, and we had to avoid any kind of mistakes in the defense. But we are doing really great in this moment.
Ellis with a big foot, as Clow couldn't quite get that on his forehead. And O'Gara sent it back to Forster. Forster maybe a little bit uneasy on his decision there, just had to get it out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for Tabacco Road.
Yeah, the ball was on his left, probably the best decision in this case.
2-0, Fusion on top of Tabacco Road. We played almost 30 minutes, laying it up in front for Santos to run on. A little too much to the left as it was taken away, cut out by the Tabacco defense. Lifted ball, just a way too much power. That was intended for Jago to run on. He was able to get behind the line, but he knew as soon as that ball was released, that was going to be too much for him to get to before Forster came out. Nice move. As the away side try to work from the midfield, and that's taken away. Santos.
Really great play from Santos here.
Santos just seeps out confidence every time he touches the ball. And it's just a fluid motion of the ball at his foot. It's a shot by Jago. Why not, right? I mean, if you're down 2-0, at least give it a blast. He was able to get enough power, just couldn't quite get that direction down towards the frame.
Yeah, shot from that distance probably are not so dangerous and are not scary. So we take them from that distance. We are really doing a great job here.
Yeah, so you let them take shots from that distance.
Exactly.
If you make that shot, congratulations, you go on in business. But as Leighton is allowed some time, one touch by Baker to say it, and Baker going back and forth. This time linking up and staying on side. Baker for that diagonal ball, looking for Santos running on. Good settle by Leighton. Over to Casas. Casas pulled that one back. Here's Clow as his support. Kerrigan, unaware the defender was right on him. Kerrigan falls down this time. The referee's not buying it. It'll be a free kick for the away team.
Yeah, I didn't see the opponent arriving behind, and a bit unfortunate here. But yeah, let me say something that our defense line is. We are playing with Chloe on the left back and Sam on as a center back. He usually is a midfielder. So they are doing a really great job and really great job and we are doing good in.
Yeah, I
this
was going to
moment.
say, I'm looking for Leighton. I'm saying, why he really is stepping back. But yes, he is playing that center back position, having to transition into that position, which is not his normal. And he has done well.
Yeah, it's not always easy to change position, and they are doing good today. So good for us.
Campbell Rush thought about looking for his options, and he had to try to create something as he went towards the center of the pitch. And the visitors just trying to connect some passes and hopefully work their way down to the final third. Right now, with 0 shots, maybe that shot from Ajago, but that was way over the frame, but at least a good idea. And the Fusion once again working their way into the 18. A deflected ball goes out of bounds. It will be a corner. And the Fusion once again will walk over and take it. They'll play the short option. Calaria. Casas Here's Baker. Leighton. Leighton had a good look.
Yeah, really great combination here. A little bit unfortunate on the box, but um, really good from the set pieces again.
Casas back here to reset. Look at the spacing, though, Eddie. I mean, you guys have used every foot inch of this pitch. It's absolutely sensational just seeing how you guys have really used the width as well as the length, going from side to side. This is really end to end and side to side action.
Yeah, we are really wide in possession, and even in the past games, we found space on the side. As we said before, we were a bit unfortunate on the box, but we are doing good today, and we are winning the game. Uh, yeah, we are covering really well the field from side to side, and the good thing is that we are not rushing, and we are finding the right combination, and that's why we are dangerous.
Just under 10 minutes to play here in the first half. 2-0. Fusion on top. A PK and an absolute stunning goal by Casas. As Santos goes down, referee says play on.
Great tackle from the Tobacco defender. Uh, Santos could have been in front of the goal, so great tackle from him.
Visitors trying to use the speed as Rush Campbell rushing to get behind the back line. One touch to Isrago, and this is pulled back. And another chance by the visitors, and this is bent high over the bar. The shot there by Medrano.
Yeah, we got a long ball here behind our defensive line, and we lost the second ball. And when you lose the second ball, it's always like dangerous because they can find the space, and they have been dangerous in this opportunity. So we have to be aware of this.
It was good numbers by the visitors. And unfortunately for Cedric Burke and his squad, they couldn't at least test Forster as Medrano sent it way over the bar. And that's where we sit still 2-0. Leighton escaping. Santos. Varela. Varela lost it. Tabacco Road with a chance, and that is not exactly the best pace you can put on it. Endo upset with himself that he was unable to put the laces on it, and it was an easy stop by Forster as we move closer to the 39th minute. So your thoughts, Eddie, on your team so far? You played 40 minutes. You're saying we've almost played 40 minutes. You're saying that you like how they're distributing the ball. They're using the width. They're using the length. The touches have been solid, even with the fast pitch. I mean, is there anything to, I guess, complain about?
Yeah, just as we saw in this case, we have to avoid the little mistakes. So try to move the ball side to side, and not force it, and not keep the ball too much, so the visitors get the ball from us, as in this case with Varela. But we are doing great so far. We are moving the ball side to side, and we found a lot of spaces in behind, and that's why we are winning 2-0 in this moment. And as in this case, little combinations can be very dangerous.
With a 2-0 lead, it's pretty, I wouldn't say exactly 100% relaxation type scoreline, but it is nice to have. It's still a very dangerous score in soccer, but just the way this game has gone, 2-0 actually feels like 4-0 because there's only been one shot by the opponent.
Yeah, we pretty much dominated the game so far, but
You're used to that. You
soccer.
guys usually, and you remember Saturday, you
Exactly. So
dominated.
exactly,
Yeah,
exactly. That's why we can be relaxed, and we have to be aware that they can score anytime, and we have to be yeah, united, compacted, and play as we are doing now. And to relax is the moment that they score.
exactly.
So
Spoken like a true player. That's exactly what you want to hear.
exactly.
Cannot relax.
Yeah, we felt in the past, no, we were winning, and the other team scored. The same happened to us in the reverse. So in soccer, anything can happen
It's a
till the
beautiful game, but it's a
exactly,
cruel game. It really is. I mean,
exactly.
you can own 80% possession and the other team win. Just fluke.
Yeah, and as I said before, Tobacco got some good players, some individuality. So we can
Yeah.
lose the focus.
Oh, absolutely. Tobacco Road has a lot of talented players. 11 led Dayton in scoring. Also was one of the best scorers in the nation in NCAA. So when you have number 11 lurking, you can put goals in a hurry. Is Ejuago trying to make his way, at least a path for a chance to test Forster? Good defense by Clow. I didn't even see him with the obstructed view here, but it looked like it was a step over on nobody. And then all of a sudden that ball knocked away. Good defense by Clow, but it does result in a corner kick for Tobacco Road. It's their first corner of the night. And it comes in the late in the 42nd minute. That's a pretty good feat to have too, right? As a defense, first corner you're allowed. So the closing minutes of the first half, back kicked by Jago, and actually that almost linked up properly for I believe it was Campbell, who had a good look. Whistle blown, and it will be a free kick awarded to the Fusion. It was the last defender. I guess originally the referee was going to play advantage. Do you think that it's tough to see from where we are. We're behind. There's a card given, and it looks like the card is going to be given to De Bruyne. De Bruyne.
Yeah, he gave a yellow card. I'm not sure if it was yellow or it was red, but
He's yellow. It's yellow. He's still in there. So we're
yeah, yeah, no,
good.
no. I mean, I don't know if
Oh, if it really,
if it could have been
he could have because it's last defender.
red. Last defender. I don't know. We are far from the goal, but I don't know. Eric is fast, and it could have been
That's right.
alone in front of the keeper. So
You're doing a great job. I mean, you have to understand to our viewers that Eddie is not from here. You know, he's from Italy, and he's doing his best to do English. So if you want to, you can do Italian or make it sound so like romantic, since it's a romantic language, right? I can say bellissimo, right?
bellissimo.
Yeah,
Exactly.
bellissimo.
Exactly.
So next goal we'll say bellissimo.
Bellissimo. If he's really wonderful as the Pep Casas or another goal, we can say bellissimo.
Well, I promise you, if Pep Costas hit that down this way, where we had a better
Yeah,
viewpoint of it,
I'm
we
gonna
would have
jump
said
from the
bellissimo.
fence,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna celebrate with him.
Just make sure you don't take our whole equipment down with you,
Yeah,
right?
I will leave everything.
It's 2-0, and we are now ticking up to the 45th minute. And despite maybe a few touches inside the 18, there's some chances that Tobacco Road had in their final third. It's been pretty much all Fusion as far as possession, shots, and also touches in the 18. As Calaria goes out of bounds. Wow, he really benefited from the referee. That ball was completely out of bounds, and the obstructed view on that side judge, he did not see it. And Calaria did a good job by playing it off. Yeah, it was about a good foot out of bounds, but Calaria played it off, knew the obstructed sight line by the side ref, and the center ref didn't see it. So they said, play on.
Yeah, we just saw a really good play from Casas, and I think that we should dominate the game as we are doing now, even in other games, because our midfield is really talented, and we have a lot of technical players.
So
Uh,
I got to ask you this, Eddie, before we get into stoppage time right now, a 45 stuck on the clock. What makes Coach Chris Williams so unique? Because year after year, we see different players, different characters come in, and every time I broadcast the first match, you guys look like you've played together for 3 years, 4 or 5 years. What is it? What does he do that makes this chemistry click so
yeah,
quickly?
yeah. First of all, he is really good at keep the group together. So from the first day, we are like a family. He just showed the picture in the locker room. He showed the picture where when we won, and we won the previous games, and that's why we are like a family, no, like all together. But he is really good in tactics and to change player positions and extract the best thing from you.
Well, I've seen a lot of coaches. I've seen a lot of soccer, and I have to say that he is one of the best that I have seen, and just getting different players, different type of characters, and putting them all together on a pitch, and even from different backgrounds, different languages. Like you from Italy, you also have from Argentina, you got from Australia, and you put them all together in this melting pot. You come out and play the beautiful game. I think that says a lot. And right now, it's showing after that heartbreaking loss on Saturday night. You lead 2-0. You got this one, four more on the road. This is where you kind of this is the next little deep breath to make your push to continue to hold that crown on the South Atlantic division. And I think
Yeah,
this team is talented to do that.
yeah. It's not always easy when you have different languages, and he is really good at just extrapolate everything from us.
Yeah, well, it's been a joy to watch this team, and so far, so good. If you are a Fusion fan, they lead 2-0 at the end of the first 45. So that is it. He leads for the first chapter of this one, 2-0. Fusion on top of Tabacco Road FC. We will break and come back for the second 45 just after this. 2-0. I'm Ty Collins alongside my new color analyst, Eddie Rigetti, who is a player for NC Fusion, but out trying to recover from a knock. But he's here in the booth with me as we fight off the rain. We enjoyed it. We'll be right back for the second half, so stay with us. And welcome back. We're about to start our second half of action between Tobacco Road FC and NC Fusion. 2-0 is our score. I'm Todd Collins alongside Eddie Rigetti. And delighted you guys could tune in for some USL-2 soccer. The Fusion trying to bounce back after that heartbreaking loss against West Virginia United. We're still trying to find the score of West Virginia United versus the Charlotte Eagles. I checked on their Twitter page. Both of their Twitter pages still have not been updated yet. Trying to find out if 3 points were awarded or if both teams left with one. I'll find out. We'll try to get somebody on it. But right now, action here. One more 45 to go with the home side leading 2-0 and hoping to maybe add on. This time they are attacking towards us. So we'll have a better chance of identifying some of these players this way. For Eddie, it's not that hard. He knows the players very well. That's his team.
Yeah,
But it was a little. You have to give me a little bit of benefit of the doubt. It is difficult to kind of see who's out there, especially when Teddy Baker kind of looks like O'Gara. And speaking of Baker, look at that shot! My goodness, as that one just couldn't come down a little bit, but it had a lot of rotation and it was moving.
yeah, probably the wind
Yes.
played a major role here. Really, really good shot from Teddy Baker here. But I think Chris can be. Um,
Well, you could see the or you could feel the wind coming directly at
yeah,
us, and that is right in that jet stream from where that ball was shot by Baker.
yeah,
So it
and that could be a great opportunity for us
yes,
because the wind can play in our advantage. So yeah, same plot um, at the first half as the first half. So pressure, no relaxation,
no relaxation.
and keep the focus high until the end of the game.
Now switch hats. If you're Tobacco Road FC, what are you trying to do here? I mean, they've seen some flashes of greatness where they've gotten to the touch or gotten to the 18, couple touches in the 18, maybe just two in the first half. That's according to our statistician, Chris Hales, who is on point on getting all the numbers inside the 18. So just two, but they did at least have maybe a good look. Maybe they didn't quite get off a shot, but they were close to the vicinity in that final third. But, you know, maybe they've been able to maneuver
Outside.
their way to a chance to maybe put in a goal, but still they sit nil. So it's not like they're not getting the ball in that direction. It's just, it's very seldom.
Yeah, Tobacco had probably 4 touches outside the box, and as we yeah, we didn't concede as much to them. Yeah, probably Tobacco can play. Um, I don't know, probably more aggressive or as in this case, from the set pieces.
Right. Yeah.
So we can't lose the focus.
This is Campos who'll be taking this outside of the 18. And let's see if the visitors can tack on a goal. Hit it away and then over the back. It looks like it was over the back of Sayeb. Is Forster trying to make the grab? Interesting.
Yeah, good header from Chloe. Chloe has been really consistent this season. He's also my teammate in Elon University. So yeah, I can see that I appreciate him, and when I play side to side by side with him, is always a pleasure, and it's always fun to play with him and with the team here and in Elon as well. And we are really excited for this season and the next season with Elon.
So you have one more season of eligibility left at
Yeah,
Elon?
yeah.
Okay.
I think both of us we are gonna play the last season in Elon, so it's gonna be very important for us because Elon just won the regular season, and it was like the first one since
Yeah, you
2013.
guys are really good this year.
So we gotta keep going and maybe do even better
Yeah.
the next season. But yeah, here with Pep Casas, we can have a great opportunity from set pieces.
Casas curling. Santos trying to maneuver his way back to Varela. Is Kerrigan. Kerrigan a little late and taken away on that challenge by Johnson. Ty Johnson, who plays at Chapel Hill, number 22. So it's you, Clowy, and Pep Casas on Elon's side. Is that correct?
No, me, Chloe, and Gustavo Atencio, which is
Okay. And Casas goes to UNCW, right?
UNCW.
Yeah, that's right.
Correct.
That's right.
Correct.
Just double checking.
Yeah. But we are in the same
You're in the
conference.
same conference,
So actually, with a lot of players, we are in the same conference with Teddy Baker. He's gonna play in Hofstra this season.
He's playing at Hofstra. Okay.
He's gonna play in Hofstra, yeah. And other player like Cole, our second keeper in this moment.
Yeah. Say up. Here's a shot placed on a platter for Casas, but no challenge at all for Ellis. He's able to make the stop. So Teddy Baker going to Hofstra, which is huge. I was going to say, I mean, no knock on Lake Erie, but for his type of skill, you would just think it would be at a higher level. Not, again, still great level of soccer in D2 and D3. Just a lot of, I should say, chatter about Teddy Baker, and hearing that he's going to be playing at Hofstra is a nice thing to hear.
Yeah, I've been in Division 2 as well last year. We considered a dangerous free kick here. As I was saying, I played in D2 as well, as Teddy did, and I can say that the level is not that bad. It's not too.
It's not a big dip.
It's not a big difference. Of course, in D1 you can find like bigger players, more technical players, but I'm sure that Teddy can do really well at Hofstra. Hopefully not against us, not against Elon, because we are gonna be rival during the season. Last year we won the regular season. Hofstra won the tournament, so it's gonna be a battle next season, and yeah, we are looking for it.
So you originally played before going to Elon. You played at Young Harris College, correct? And then
Correct.
and then made your way to Elon. So this will be a free kick scooped and claimed immediately by Forster. If Forster wants to keep it going, thought he was about to distribute it quickly, and then he goes with a long ball, but it's taken away. That was intended for Kerrigan. So when you got to D2, was the intention to go D2 and try to get?
No, originally I didn't have the eligibility to play in D1, and then after 2 years of D2, I finished my eligibility, and contacting the NCAA, I got 1 more year in D1 and 2 more years in D2, and I decided to go in D1, which can be more beneficial for me, and I chose Elon because probably was the best chance for me, and it's a very good school, great coaching staff, really great environment, and I think I looked at the overall of the deal, and they also won the regular season, so it's been an easy decision, and we are all excited for the next season. But yeah, we are still finishing this season with NC Fusion, and I'm suffering here from the outside. I wish I can play in this moment, and we are doing good for now, and we are keeping the pressure high and not conceding on the back.
Yeah. A little tension involved there. Some extracurricular activity between Clements and Santos. Both of those players play in the ACC. Clements with Duke and Santos with NC State. It's a little bit of a Big Four rivalry seeping over to summer soccer here at USL-2, and it also looks like Coach Burke is getting a talking to by the official. Speaking of Duke, Cedric played at Duke, was an outstanding player for the Blue Devils, and now coaching here for Tabacco Road. Also has partnered up with me in the booth for college soccer, so as a color analyst. His team trailing 2-0. They have come out, though, here in the second half with a lot of intensity. They are not at all about to wave that white flag quite yet. He almost gets his it's hard when it's cold out here. You almost get the sense that Coach Williams feels that that third goal is essential just to calm down this attack, this intensity right out of the locker room by Tabacco Road.
Yeah, definitely. If you score now, you almost
Put it out of reach.
close the game, and uh, they don't have like the hope, the hopeness to score a goal. So it's really important for us to control the game and don't concede on the back, and try to score the third goal.
In the 58th minute, score 2-0. 2 goals in the first half. No goals so far here in the second half. Calabria. Gets it back right outside of the E18, slides it to Baker. Baker with so much poise, maybe a little too much poise, as he was unaware that there was a defender, Ty Johnson, coming right at him. And the visitors working from the back again, and the whistle blown as we stop time. Well, time will continue to tick, but at least the clock is stopped. The officials watch in the center as a player for Tabacco Road is shaken up. Looks like that is Ty Johnson.
Well, yeah, we try to force it in this occasion. Unfortunately, the defender did a really good job on Teddy Baker, so we are trying to score the third goal, no? And sometimes it's good to force it, and like in this case.
Big ball here is Santos. Took his eye off the ball for a second and then pulled back. That is most likely going to be a card. It's the second time that there has been some bit of conflict with Clement step back there. I guess the card will stay in the pocket, but it'll be a free kick.
Yeah, he pulled the shirt, so should have been yellow, but really great opportunity for us in this case.
A good position here for the Fusion to add a third goal. Let's see what they dial up here. Here comes the runs. They'll back them up as Karen now comes back and makes the run. Bending for Dick looking for Clowie as Clowie does a somersault. And the visitors trying to clear it. Is a lot of traffic here in the defensive third. They are able to move it to the midfield and taken away again by the Fusion. Here is Santos again on it. Santos lays it back.
Really great defense from Casas here, and got the ball again and played to Enrique Santos, and then now we control again.
So the Fusion continuing to cut down the pitch, almost cutting it in half. Sayup trying to get around Clements is almost able to get free, and whistle blown, and down goes Santos again in front of the center judge. This time it looks like Sane was the one involved in the conflict. The referee says play on. Abdullah Sane he goes to Lewisburg College from Wake Forest, North Carolina. Baker, O'Gara. Here's Baker, able to try to pull that one down, and a little bit tough on this pitch. Not very generous as the natural grass. Long ball once again. Not exactly a huge fan of long balls. I like the start from the back, move to the front, but long ball here and there isn't bad.
Yeah, sometimes when you don't have the space to keep the possession, long ball is ideal to find the space.
Santos dancing. Santos trying to get around the defender, goes right into Clements. And Clements and Santos, that continues to be a bit of a rivalry on top of a rivalry between these two. It's Clements who plays it Duke, and Santos who plays at NC State and Raleigh, not too far away from each other. They have butted heads quite a few times here in the second half.
Great dribbling from Santos here. Could have been very dangerous, and could have been a goal again. And the defenders was the only decision possible for the defender. Just tackle Enrique Santos. That's why the referee decided to give him a yellow card.
This will be a very good spot. I mean, let's just say 3 feet from the 18. Kerrigan trying to body up as he will have to pull it back, being marked by Clements. One touch by Santos inside the box. And my goodness, Rush Campbell had to hurdle one defender. Here's a shot by Pep Casas, and that one was on the ground.
Yeah, I would say he's coming. We are putting a lot of pressure in the box, and as you see in this case, we got the ball again, and we are trying to play and keep the pressure high.
Once again, as we have seen so many times, Fusion knocking on the door again. As they now move to the midfield, good pressure by Ajago, taking possession back, and he is left alone on an island, has to move it quickly over to his right, and the Fusion will immediately get numbers down. Tabacco Road, here's the service ball with a left boot. It goes over to the left side, and now the visitors trying to orchestrate some kind of attack here. 1-2 triangle passing, sent into the box, looking to link up. It's deflected towards the center of the pitch, and Santos rushing on. Santos between two defenders trying to get around Campbell, as well as I think he was trying to get around De Bruyne. Now Tabacco Road working again from the midfield, making the switch. trying to do what they can to unlock this combination of this very disciplined defense of the NC Fusion.
Yeah, the last play we have seen was how Tobacco can be dangerous. Is probably is the only way. Our mistake in the defense from our center back, and they end up being in the box. So probably is the only chance for them to be dangerous. So we gotta avoid those mistakes.
Almost a costly mistake there, but well done by Sade as that press was coming on. Still 2-0. We are in the 67th minute. 7 shots for the home side, just 1 recorded for the visitors, if that's correct. I'll check with our statistician. Is that right? 1 shot for the away team? On shots? Shots. So shots, they've had 4 outside of the 18. None here none in the second half. Okay. The Fusion with a PK and a golazo by Casas is where we sit. 2-0. And this just in, the visitors have no touches inside the 18 here in the second half at all. Even with how energetic they have come out of the locker room, they haven't really had any touches in the 18. Oh, that was a brilliant idea by Baker on the outside of his boot to slide it across to Kerrigan, and Kerrigan stopped his run. He may have gotten tripped up.
Yeah, good movement by Sean Kerrigan, and Teddy Baker a little bit unprecise, but probably a good defense from Tobacco.
Sene will clash up with Kerrigan, and he sends this one way out of bounds. Now, the Fusion just 1 point behind the Eagles, at least coming into this evening or today. I'll try to get the result of the Charlotte Eagles and West Virginia United match that started at 4:30 this afternoon. Casas, he is well aware of the space. It's Varela. Casas, 1-2. Inside the 18, dancing, or they step over, and that will be a PK.
Unbelievable play from Casas, and we end up with the second penalty of the game.
I'll have to say that is unfair, and I'll tell you why. Casas with that quick step over, for a normal person, it's too quick. The reaction is just slow, and therefore it's a late tackle. It is a PK.
Yeah, I can feel the defender.
Yeah.
It's really tough to face Casas, especially when he's in a great day as today. So now
Teddy
we have
Baker going to take it.
Yes.
Baker will take it against Ellis. Baker try to make it 3-0, and he does. Just like that. 2 PKs in this match so far. Baker executes from the spot, and it's 3-0 in favor of the home side.
Yeah, we have kids dancing as well. Yeah, really, really, really great for us. We found the third goal. That's what we wanted. Chris can be happy for the um, can be happy so far with this second half, and we can't lose the focus now, and we gotta be with the high attention until the end of the game.
Eddie, if you had to pick three pillars of this team in which this building, the NC Fusion, stand on, who would you pick those three players? Now, to me, I'd say Varela, Santos, and Casas. Who would
Um,
you add to that? Just say if you had to do your three, an extra three.
I mean, I think that all the team have been really really great during the season. From the keeper, from Adam to our striker, have been a really great season so far. We struggled together, and we found it the good moments together. So I to be honest, I
I
can't.
think you probably say there's six. I mean, the reason I say three, the midfield. Now, if you go to the back line, and as I used to call the guardians of the gate between Clowy and Vyman obviously trying to recover, but those two also essential for the back.
Yeah, I can say like I would pick everyone.
Yeah.
I would
Well,
pick
you're a
the
good teammate. That's why.
yeah, I would pick the keeper. I would keep our center backs. The entire defensive line. I can pick the midfield because our midfielders are great. As in this play.
Calaria trying to cut it back. He got touched. He's looking for a call, and then Tate Lawrence, who has just come in, an NC Fusion kid on his way to Chapel Hill this fall. He is now number 19. Remember, he linked up with Sessions for what looked to be the game winner against West Virginia United, and then those two goals at the end to just break the hearts of Fusion fans and, of course, your teammates, Eddie. But good news is there's a lot of soccer to be played.
Yeah, and oof,
Look at
great
this.
opportunity.
Good link up across,
Uh,
and Santos with a last minute good idea to try to cut that one back to keep it from going out of bounds. He just couldn't corral it, and it will go past the byline for a goal kick.
yeah, really unfortunate in this opportunity here, unfortunately, but really, really great play by Teddy Baker. And as I was saying before, I can pick anyone, and I gotta mention our substitutes because they played a major role in this season because we scored a bunch of goals from our players starting the bench at the end of the game. So is really um, as I was saying before, is a family, no?
Mm-hmm.
Chris extrapolated everything from us, and um, yeah, it's been great. It's been great, and we can feel that anyone um, uh, can be helpful for the team.
I don't have any arguments for. You don't have any arguments from me. It seems like everybody has their role and they play it well. The first time you have to deal with adversity, you're used to being on top of the mountain, and now you find yourself second, and you get a little chip on your shoulder. Let's see how that can usually bode well for a team, as this is great distribution. Calaria just sent it wide. On a nice touch inside the 18, distributed by Teddy Baker. Baker got that one going, and I tell you, Tabacco Road FC is very delighted that one did not find the back of the net to keep it 3-0.
It would have been the goal that could have closed the game definitively. But yeah, again, really unfortunate. Um, is coming. The fourth, I'm confident that that is coming. Tobacco, I would say that is not doing so much in this second half, and I would say that we are good. We are doing really great, and Chris and Liam can be happy for this performance so far.
Well, 3-0, pretty dominant performance for the home side as Coach Williams will pull off. It looks like Casas is going to come out. And in.
Yeah, I think it's Atencio, my
Tencio
teammates in Elon. I said before, everyone can be dangerous for this team, and Atencio is one of them. Um, so let's see how he can play in this game.
This looks promising again for the home side. Baker. Quick clearance by De Bruyne. Oh, nifty play by
great
Varela.
Play from Varela. Yeah.
Looks like he did a Rihanna. Gio Rihanna did that the other night, where he had defenders slide away. Almost looked like he had a cheat code. Atencio. Nice play. Up ahead to Santos. Santos to Baker. Baker. Atencio. Here's Calaria. Calaria. Couple steps, little taps in the box. Deflected right back to him. Here in the 78th minute. Diagonal pass, looking for the one touch by Atencio. Right back to Calaria. It's cut out. And Tabacco Road trying to work their way up to the attacking third. Whistle blows it dead.
Well done
and
by Claudio here.
Given.
Well done by Claudio here. He got a yellow, but it was the only chance to stop the opponent. So unfortunately, he got a yellow, but great for Fusion.
Free kick given. Flighted in by De Bruyne. De Bruyne is on his way to Coastal Carolina. Another program well known to bring in talented players. So once again, Coach Docking has gone to find the international players from the D2 ranks, and De Bruyne actually played for Southeastern Community College, the JUCO ranks. Here's a good chance, and that one's spilt out. It was tough to defend by Forster. Good rip by Campos.
Yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy because when the ball bounce on the ground is with this weather, with the rain, is very difficult for the keeper to save it. So Foster did a good job.
Flicked it up in the air as the visitors, even trailing 3-0, they are really not giving up at all, and that says a lot about this team. Not letting that 3-0 scoreline trouble them. The way they have continued to press and play, you feel like it's just a 1-goal differential. Here's Santos. Santos puts on the wizard hat. This one inside the 18, looking for Calaria. It was deflected out. As Tabacco looking to try to get some numbers up. Oh, good ball by Jago as he's able to keep that on the floor and move that across almost to the other side, at least an attempt, but no real trouble by Forster. He's able to snatch it with no problems. And even with a couple trips down towards their attacking third, the visitors still had no real touches inside the 18. They may get some here as player goes down and everything is at a standstill. This is interesting to say the least. I'll take out the binoculars and find out what exactly is going on. Jago was the player that was down.
Yeah, I think no contact and the ball just went out. So probably just a goal kick, but a little bit dangerous. This opportunity for Tobacco. As I said before, we can't lose the focus and in this moment the intensity dropped a little bit, so we gotta uh, keep the intensity high for the last 9 minutes.
And before you know it, this clock really and flown by here in this second half. I mean, you said it, and I had to look up to make sure you're right. Yeah, you're right. About less than 9 minutes to go until we hit that 90. It's been all fusion since the first whistle. There's been some waves of attack by Tabacco Road, but nothing real menacing to the home side. But by no means necessary is the home side coasting. Everybody's playing at 100% as Lorenz thought about stepping on that one. Moves to his right to say up, sends the cross in a little too far out in front for Teddy Baker. He may have been able just to scratch at it with his cleat. As Varela heads up, will move to the left. Santos, first touch, pulls it back. Santos into the 18, tough angle, and he bangs it off of De Bruyne for a corner kick. Once that angle is immediately sealed off, what's the first thing you want to do? Bang it off the defender.
Exactly.
Okay, you're a defender. I'm talking as an attacker. Okay.
Really great quality from Fusion here. We see the corner.
O'Gara to Baker. Baker lobs the air, and it's headed away for just a second as the Fusion once again with a touch just outside of the 18. O'Gara will watch this one trickle out of bounds. It'll be a throw in. 83 minutes and 30 seconds we have played in this one. 3-0 is our score. A dominant performance by the Fusion here in their last home match of 2023, as the rest of the way will be on the road.
Yeah, the little combinations created good play here from Atencio.
Will we see another booking? Yes,
Yeah.
we will. This booking will go to number 2, who is Campos from Durham. He is teammates with Santos at NC State. And he has just gone in the book. So Campos wearing the captain's armband. He is going to get his name down. He'll get the yellow card. Actually, he did play at NC State back in 2018. Not sure if he plays there anymore, but in that year he played in 2 matches. Got his first start against Wake Forest on September 7th, his first career appearance, where the Demon Deacons were number 1 in the country. As Campos will get the yellow card. As we tick up to the 86th minute. Foster had to quickly get rid of this one. Headed out in front, and Ellis comes off his line to collect.
Yeah, Foster has been a
Tough play, and
great
Tate
opportunity here.
Lawrence almost ate him up on that one, didn't he?
Yeah,
He played out like a cornerback in football. Watches the eyes and immediately stepped in the lane of that pass and almost took it away. Chance to make it 4-0. But go ahead and finish your thought.
yeah. No, I was saying that every time there is an opportunity here, so um, yeah, I was saying that Foster has been really great with his feet during this season. Has been an added value for us, and we are using him every time we have to do a counter attack because
Nice,
his feet are really great.
nice spin move by McDonald. Intendo as Baker tried to pull that one down with his inside of his right foot. And maybe he thought he had a teammate running on. Good step by Sayup. Sayup has been huge on that outside back position this year, hasn't he? I mean, I can't say enough about how Sayup's really gone into the attack and as well as been essential in defending. This is going to be a card and most could be a double yellow red. The yellow will go to number 9, number 8, pardon me, who is Cardenas from Davie, Florida. He plays at Carolina too, and
Yeah,
saw his first career appearance last season with the Tar Heels against William and Mary.
yeah, that's exactly what I meant with the substitutes making a strong contribute to our team because in this case State have done realized a really good dribbling and he contribute his contribute is really massive for us in the last minutes.
So this will be a very good chance for the Fusion on a free kick, but that is immediately negated. Another stoppage of time here is looks like the referee's going to pull out another card. And it looks like Clements will get the card. Clements. So a free kick from the midfield with the score 3-0.
Yeah, they say that someone is watching the game from Ireland, so I appreciate the support. And we have a lot of international players that bring viewers from all around the world. So it's great, and we appreciate all our fans here under the under this tough weather coming to support us. Is really a massive thanks from us.
Absolutely. Maybe the use of the wind there by De Bruin as he was able to hook that one in. But no luck as the Fusion once again coming into the attacking third. Calaria is going to try to scoop over the keeper. This kept it on the ground, laying it right in front of the 6. And that was most likely intended for Cam McDonald, who has been early poaching and searching for that 4th goal. He's had a couple good looks here in the closing minutes of this match. is Varela. Possession clearly and the advantage of the home side. It's been like that since we started this match. This time the goals are actually showing on the scoreboard. 2 PKs and a goal by Pep Casas is 3-0. But it pretty much is the same performance we saw on Saturday, Eddie, and I think you can echo that. It's just this time we actually see more than one goal on the board.
Yeah, as we said before, soccer is strange. No, it's weird. Sometimes we struggle to score, and sometimes we just score very easy. So this game have been dominated for the vast majority of the game. So I'm really happy for the performance. I think Chris can appreciate the effort from the team, and uh, it's great. It's great to be back, winning the game, and pushing until the end of the regular season.
Saya quickly throws it in with 90 minutes tattooed on the scoreboard and not moving. The official time will be with the center ref. Atencio went 50-50. Ball taken away in possession back to the Tabacco Road. They have moved close just on the shoreline of the 18. It seems as if they, right when they get close to getting inside the 18, they pull it back. And I thought maybe there would be some more injury time, but apparently not, as the center ref has blown the final whistle. And the whistle sounds means that is it from Greensboro. That is a 3 points added to the NC Fusion. They needed it. They got it after a heartbreaking loss against West Virginia United on Saturday night to close out their home schedule here in 2023. They finish off with a grand finale of a score of 3-0 over Tabacco Road FC. Eddie, your closing thoughts on how things went for your team?
Yeah, great performance overall. We didn't concede that much, and we have been ruthless on the box. So great to be back on winning a game. So we are positive for the next away games.
Well, it was a delight, to say the least, to be on the call for this NC Fusion team. Always a fun time to call beautiful soccer, especially under the guidance of your two head coaches, of course, Coach Chris Williams and Liam Davies. Always a pleasure, and we wish you all the best in your road matches as we hope that you continue the streak on staying atop the
Hopefully,
South
yes.
Atlantic Division. So that is going to be it for us for USL League 2 action here in 23. I hope to see you back here in 2024. But the Fusion will head on to the road and finish out the season and hopefully move on to the postseason. So my partner, Eddie Rigetti, I'm Ty Collins. The final 3-0 from Greensboro on the turf field. The Fusion get the 3 points. And at now, I believe, are back in first place. First on the table. I'll see you on Friday night when the USL-2 side, the NC Fusion, take on the Courage. But that is it for us. Good night from Greensboro.